Today we're going to look at Gmail safety settings. These are great settings provided from Google to help protect your email environment and your users. To find this setting, click on Apps, Google Workspace, and select Gmail. Browse down until you find the Safety section and select this. Within this section, there are lots of different settings split into a few different categories: attachments, IMAP view time protections, links and external images, and spoofing and authentication. As you can see, some of these settings are on and off, on. We want to ensure that all of these settings have been enabled to ensure that we get the maximum protection functionality provided from Google on our email platform. To make changes to these settings, select the edit icon. Google provides a few different options when you enable these settings. As you can see, for the ones that are enabled, we can choose an action if a message with an encrypted attachment from an uninterested sender is detected. In some cases, these can be malicious, and so we want to perform certain actions. The initial default action is to keep the email in the inbox, but display an orange warning label. This is more than suitable to keep enabled and to use the default settings. Other options you have for these settings, if you feel to do so, is to move it to the spam label or move it to admin quarantine so you as an admin can review these messages. Initially, we'll just go with the default setting of showing a warning label. This is to alert your users that there may be something malicious about this email. Go through the section and ensure that you've enabled all the relevant settings, like so. And we'll select Save once we've done. We'll jump to the next section and again select Edit and enable IMAP link protection. It may not be relevant for you as you may have already disabled IMAP, but in all cases it's a good procedure to enable all security benefits in case they're used in the future. Links and external images is a great section again, where Google will make sure that the links within the email body are going to trusted websites and not malicious websites. The same thing with images and any hyperlinked images. Again, we recommend that you go through, select Edit, and ensure that these are enabled, that Google is scanning against these features. Lastly, we come to the spoofing and authentication section. Again, we want to ensure that all of these settings are enabled and on, whether they're showing a warning or whether they're going to the spam label. We'll leave it up to you to decide. If you are using a third-party mail system, you may have different recommendations, and we ask you to check the documentation that has been provided around that third-party mail system, such as Proofpoint, Mimecast, etc. If you are using Google, it is more than safe to enable all of these checkboxes and to select Save. As you can see, we've now configured everything to be enabled. Your users will not feel any initial impacts apart from seeing an additional warning label or perhaps certain messages going into the spam label due to malicious activity or spoofing detected. These are great features from Google to help to protect your school environment and your school users. Thank you for reviewing these settings and enabling them.